Hey y'all, I am clearly not at our garden today. I am at home and I'm going to do something a little bit different. Um, I we just finished up a yogurt container and I've been wanting to plant more basil, and instead of going out buying containers, you guys, if you have a gardener or you know somebody who buys plants, my guess is that they probably have leftover containers from the garden center that they get. But there are all manners of things that you can use from your kitchen and your home instead of having to buy containers and do things like that. And goes along with that great reduce, reuse, recycle principle. So this is a yogurt container. I punched 4 holes in the bottom there. I'm going to fill this with soil that I sifted. And it's this really just nice, fluffy potting mix. I will get the seed starting potting mix, and or just any regular multi-purpose potting mix. I do prefer organic. I like Fox Farm. I like Coast of Maine or Happy Frog. Great brands. They're a little bit more expensive, but they don't have any of the nasty, awful chemicals that things like Miracle-Gro have. So, Miracle-Gro has basically just straight poison, y'all. Please don't use it. So anyway, I'm going to use that to fill these. The other thing I'd like to do today is get started some microgreens. Our neighbors do microgreens. And they sell them, and I kind of decided, I should try these again, because I gave up because they always seem to get leggy and stuff like that. So I'm going to be using you could sometimes find cherry tomatoes in these also. But, again, like, these are great things to use for microgreens because they're shallow. And also, if you wanted to use these to start seeds, they've got a lid. So you could use those as kind of your micro greenhouse kind of environment. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started filling up these containers here. I don't know about y'all, but like in the summertime, there is no such thing as too much basil. We use it for pesto. It's great in pretty much everything. Pesto, pizza, all that stuff. Just give your containers a tap there. Kind of help to level them out. Alright, so I'm going to find my bag of herbs seeds first. Everything is always harder doing it one-handed. There we go. Let's see, real quick, let's talk about places to get seeds from. I think if you're the average American, you probably have a Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart that is close to you. And Ferry and Morse is a great, or Ferry Morse, I don't know if it's Ferry and Morse or Ferry Morse, but is a great brand of seeds. Typically they're non-GMO as far as I know, and so those will do you just fine. I like if you're gonna grab kind of seeds in bulk, you want them in bigger packets than like what your typical average seed packet would be. So if you think you're needing a lot of something, I like True Leaf Market. Is great. Again, typically organic, non-GMO options, lots of different ones. The basil that I'm sowing today, I got from Kids Seed Co. They're out of Asheville. Lovely family. I've never met them, but I've used their seeds for many years. Really, really like them. So I don't have a lot of seeds. Ooh, sorry, let me not spill all my seeds out of the packet. I don't have a lot of, this is Genovese basil, which to me is the best kind of basil for making things like pesto. And I don't have a lot of these seeds left, so I'm gonna kind of just press my soil down, not super hard, but just so it's, you know, compressed. And I'm gonna sprinkle my basil seeds all over. Let's use up the packet. There we go. And I'm just going to go back through and tamp those down. And then when I take these back inside, they're going to go in a sunny window. But I will spray them down with water, which will start the germination process. This does say to sow them 1/4 inch deep, so you can like sprinkle a little bit of soil over them if you like. With basil, their seeds are quite small, so I've had good success just kind of top sowing them. Okay, microgreens. I have garlic chives. Again, I got these from True Leaf Market. These are like some of the best tasting greens. They're chives. They're long, skinny. There we go. There's a picture. Typically, you cut them before they get the flowers on them, but onions for me are quite difficult. I do not have good luck getting anything allium to germinate. So I'm not going to do those for microgreens. This is sprouting broccoli, which actually these are good for microgreens, but I had some growing in the garden this year and actually let it grow to a full plant, and it puts off like lots of shoots. It goes to seed, it seems, kind of quickly, but also, you know, we had been growing it when we had those really warm days, so I'm guessing that probably had a lot to do with it. And these seeds are also quite small, you know, kind of like a grain of mustard. Just gonna ease evenly as you can. So want to kind of try to go in the nooks and crannies and crevices, but kind of try to thin them out. And then again, just go along, press them into the soil. Here, some of my fingers. I'll probably do a few more in there. I like a really nicely dense, densely sown microgreens. It's probably too much. There you go. Okay, so that's probably good. So we're gonna do those, and then let me see. That's lettuce. Probably don't want to do. This is a dwarf Siberian kale, so we'll do these microgreens also. Typically, you'll find things like your radish and broccoli. Microgreens are like a little bit spicy, but you know. And then I think the kale ones are quite a bit more mild, but they're a brassica, just like the sprouting broccoli. So seeds are black, but very similar looking. And you could even go like this. And again, just press them down. Yeah, y'all, and these containers, again, they work great. Put them with their lid on and a Sunday window. Typically, I've found when you're doing microgreens like this, they usually sprout within a couple days. I mean, it really does not take long as you keep them moist, not soaking wet, just well misted and moist. All right, so I'm going to take all these. This is my dwarf Siberian kale. This is the sprouting broccoli. And then I got some basil seeds in there. Alright guys, there you go. Sprayed down in a sunny window. The tray to that yogurt container makes a great, or the lid to the yogurt container makes a great tray for catching water. Real simple, easy way to grow some food, some herbs, save some money at the grocery store, and reuse what you got in your house. Catch you on the next one.